Like I said, 230,000 cages is risky. We're about to see some action. Now it's time to lift the injectors out, and number one injector, it's not moving by hand. We have a new tool that has been manufactured by one of our clients. Sent it back with the injectors and whatever. So we're going to give it a go for the first time. We don't know if it's any good or not. Let's get it in there, Johnny. Let's get in there and, yeah. So you bring it down like that and use that instead of the shifter. Beautiful. Give that a see if that twists back, mate. You know, just keep it at the front, but twist it, yeah? Excellent. Oh, there we go. There you go. Right, so that's the twisting. So instead of the shifter, right, but you still need to get the pry bar. Let's get the pry. I'll get the pry bar. Can I do the pry bar? Right, mate, you do a little bit of twisting, and I'll do a little bit of. Come on, mate, don't bump the camera. Oh, yeah. Okay, so this one's a bit stuck. Hopefully this is early stages. The reason it's so stuck is because the oil hasn't leaked down yet, so probably hopefully won't have a blocked oil pickup. We've got the camshaft turned so the lobes are down. Okay, we'll keep it rolling here now while you get the tool off and just gently lift it out, so we can just show everyone just quickly, and then we'll take it to the bench and we'll see what the other. Yeah, that's stuck on there now. These injectors are rubbish anyway. It doesn't matter. 14 years old. That's why we're not worried about them anyway. Just keen to see the bottom of that injector. Then we'll look at it at the bench. Oh yeah, there it is. Right. See how it's all dry and crusty. Right. It's this seat's just started to leak. Remember what I said before I even pulled it apart? I said 230k is risky. It's that magic number. So all those people that done over 30k, 230k now, they're all having a big panic attack. They've done 300,000 k's. Oh no, I don't know if they've ever been done. And they're all waiting till Monday morning, 7:30 to text me for that injector kit. Yes, that's what's going to happen. There's going to be a big rush. But you know what? I don't know when this video is going to come out. It's coming up to Christmas. I think I might save it till next year. We've shown it in other videos. If you've missed it and this is your first time, mate, subscribe, turn the bell on, get into that injector information playlist. Now what happens eventually, this compression takes out the O-ring and then the oil comes down. It becomes easier to get out, but that blocks up the oil pickup. Now let's get over number 2 and see what happens. All right, let's see if you can move it by hand. Nope. So what's the chances, people? Injector's original, never been touched, and we've got 2 of them at around about the same stage. What does that tell you? Does it tell you it's just a coincidence? They're all pretty well stuck by hand, right? So, bada bing, 230k is too long. You're gonna make work for yourselves. Let's get this special tool over here again. You can use a shifter, but it's a fair bit of fumbling around, but you get, what happens is you get good at it. So you just give that a twist up and down to get once you get all the way on, then you bring it down forward at the front to get your leverage. Make sure you're not gonna hit anything. First you wanna give it that twist and see, yeah, you get it moving. It looks like virtually the same situation as before. Luckily these ones are coming out pretty easy. It's only gonna be 1 slab of Heineken. This one's an easy one. I'm not levering much actually. I'm mainly I'm putting more pressure on the camera than I am on the lever. All right. Sometimes you've got to get some other components out of the way so you can gently, mate, gently. You might want to see if you can get the tool off now actually before you go further. Just see if you can get the tool off. Yeah. That's it, beautiful. So look at this one, slowly. Oh, look at that, eh? What a coincidence, 230k. And we've got the seat's just starting to leak. You know, you can see what happens eventually. This O-ring could have gone hard. I'm not going to touch it. I'm not going to get my hands dirty. I've done it in other videos. I'm here, like I said, show you the real information, what really happens when you don't know, when workshops don't know. Look at that, filthy. Get some oil changes. So at the moment, this is not the blame for the condition of the oil. If you like, you can do that. You can try and find the O-ring. That's it. Maybe later on in the video we'll get a pick and try and dig it out for them just for entertainment. What's this one? Is this one still an O-ring? I can't wait till we get a pick under that. That's going to break before you can even lift it up. All right, let's go number 3. Exciting. Okay, number 3. Lucky number 3. Let's see. We've got the pry bar ready. You can see it's been used many times before. We've got bigger, badder, littler, all sorts of different pry bars. That's right. We turn the engine over and get those cam lobes out of the way just in case. So Want to be careful, but that's what we do. Even just get it right for number 3. Oh, you go a bit more and cover it for 3 and 4. And then we don't have to turn it again. Oh, no, leave it down, mate, because it's this side's coming up, so just leave it down. Let's leave it at that. We can always go more later. All right, let's see. Mate, you need me to get on this private again, don't you?
Yep.
Unbelievable. All right. I don't know if I've ever seen, normally you get 1 or 2, but to have 3 or 4 in virtually the same condition, it's about to pop. Oh, there we go. All right, so you get that tool off. We'll have a quick look at it. I'll meet you at the bench quickly before the oil runs. We've got to be quick because what happens, the oil runs down, it's hiding the problem. See what I'm talking about here? That dryness. And they get a lot worse. They can get really badly stuck. This is nothing. So this is like a little bit of extra work, not much, you know. To be quite honest, we're not cheap. So it's a slab of Heineken. There's going to be a lot of... You better bring a trailer, I tell you. Anyway, but there is a lot of extra cleaning because all this stuff has to be cleaned out of the ports. Not too bad because it hasn't got... But it is what it is, you know. It's just time and whatever, you know. So let's go check out number 4. That's it. So we just turned it around and got the lobes down out of the way just in case. And you know what? Mate, can you believe 4 injectors? Yeah, see if you can pull it up while you're twisting. See if that works. I think it might have moved a little bit. I'll bring the pry bar in, just easier. Look at this, mate. Who can camera and work on vehicles at the same time, mate? Look at this, mate. Can you believe it? You know, you need to get third person for this stuff, you know? Oh, that one sounds nice, doesn't it? That's all I got with my positioning. So see if you can pull it and wiggle it and do whatever, you know? Yeah, that's one of those ones that starts down really tight. I had those. It's nice to have this bar, guys. This bar is 24 inches long. So his hand is above the fan. That's how much leverage it's taken. How's those biceps going, mate? You know? Hey, better than a shifter, isn't it? Hey, who was it that made me the tool? Oh, trust me, I've forgotten your name. I've got so many people. Can you put it? Thank you, okay? Because you know what? This makes the job easier. And of course, we can make tools. We've got other people that can make tools, but needs more pry bar. Captain says no. All right, let me get in there again. I'm gonna have to put the camera down for this one because this one's getting really tight. So we're gonna work on getting this one out, let you know when it's done. And yeah, it only took us a few minutes, 2 people on the job. A lot of twisting. This one was definitely the noisiest. But I'll tell you what, this is a absolute record breaker. I'm telling you, you couldn't bet the odds on this one. Like, you know, you're normally gonna have one leaking and it's gonna be really bad, or you're gonna have one, you know, one like this and one fully messed up and 2 okay, or you're going to have varying results. Always there's one that's okay, maybe 2. Do you know what I mean? Like, none of them have taken out the O-ring yet. This one looks like the first one. It was number 2 was about to really start messing up the oil pickup, right? Because see what's happening here? This O-ring's just starting to leak. The oil's just starting to come down. The compression that's blowing past that seating washer there. And by the way, all 4 of the seating washers are stuck in the engine still. So we've got to work on getting those out one by one. So it's not a standard... You know, we say, you know, people text me, they say, oh, how much is the injector job, mate? Well, how much is it? Well, firstly, we do it properly. Like I keep saying, we're good, not cheap. If it's a standard injector job, as preventative maintenance, doing it before there's problems, then I can give you a price, but it varies. Like, are we doing an EGR clean? Does it need a manifold clean, right? There's a number of variables. I'm not going to waste time talking about it. But I'll tell you, usually most injector jobs are between 4 and 5 grand. Thereabouts, right? It can be more than 5. Rarely is it going to be less than 4, but it's going to be between 4 and 5, but it could be more. Now, these are your extras that, you know what? Let's just say I don't like to charge for, but you like to show some appreciation with gifts, you know, green boxes and Coronas and stuff like that. So it's a serious thing. You get better value for money. The boxes are a better currency than anything else. If you don't bring the boxes and you think you bring money instead or something, you're ripping us off because we've given you the price for boxes. So please, if it's not boxes, double the value of the box and a half, okay? Because that's what it's going to be. So, hope you understand. You might go, it's too hard. Or you better go get some boxes of gin or something like that. Or get the good stuff or, you know, whatever. Because that's more compact for you. You can do that. But we're really trying to offer so that you don't get caught out with these big bills. Hey, if you got plenty of money, just say, hey, Ant, you know what? I've done really well. I'm blessed. So, you know what? Just charge me by the hour. Happy days. I love it, you know. Happy to give you money. And, you know, we'll do that because it's just money. It's just the thing we use to, you know, help each other out, to keep track of, you know, doing favors for each other, don't we? So we're doing you a favor here, right? 4 injectors all stuck at the same, they're all at the same stage. That I can think of, I don't think I've ever seen this before. But what I have seen is 230K. I've said it before many times. It is critical danger time. When you get the injector kit from us, good work, mate. When you get the injector kit from us, you get an extra set of seats. That's these things here. These are the original ones, 230K. I've been through it before. I recommend you change these at about 7 years, 170, that's right. Now, that doesn't mean we've never seen them leak under that, but it means any time after that's getting more and more risky. Any time after 140K, you need to start checking your oil pickup again. Yeah, I don't bother checking my oil pickup at 10K after I've done injectors, or 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, or 100, or 120. Oh, look, I might take a quick peek just to, you know, egg on face, you know, if, you know, but there's nothing to see. It makes sense. You're not going to have these seats leaking, right? But, you know, go ahead and check it anyway. It only takes you 10 seconds. You look through the hole. You don't take the sump off. You don't need a camera. You just shine a light in there on the Prado or the Hilux and you check it. But the point is, once you get to about 140, 150, if it's 7 or 8 years, you need to be looking in there checking this. Or if you didn't do it yourself following our videos, if you didn't follow our procedures, if you didn't use a torque wrench in your hands knowing it was set on the correct pressure, then you can't trust the job. You can only trust it if you did it yourself using the trusted information in my videos, or we did the job, or one of our recommended workshop partners, right? That's what a 4x4 Diesel workshop partner is. Someone that you can trust, someone that I trust that's going to do the job right with the right tools and equipment, and you're not going to need to worry about this sort of thing happening until at least probably over 150K as a possibility. So really start checking. If you didn't get the job done by someone you can trust, if you took it into your Toyota dealership, let the kids do it, or some other workshop, good luck. I wouldn't trust it. I'd be checking it every 5,000 Ks at the oil change that I've recommended. Yes, every 5,000. This is serious stuff, people. This is going to cost you a turbo and an engine 20 grand. It's worse than a cracked piston. Oil starvation wrecks turbos as well. Lack of oil, right? It wrecks the whole engine. It's not even going to be worth rebuilding if you've had a blocked oil pickup. You're going to have cracks starting in pistons from the lack of cooling, from the lack of oil flow. You're going to have big ends. You're going to have turbos. You're going to have anything, mate. The camshaft's running in alloy. It's an alloy head. There could be all sorts of damage on the engine. Once you've had a blocked oil pickup that's, you know, got pretty bad, you see the oil light, pick up that engine, that's an anchor, mate. That's a ship anchor then. It's a boat anchor, right? Whatever, right? It's rubbish, okay? So this one, more oil changes. Don't leave them this long. This is critical. It's not, oh, you know, no hurry, she'll be right, mate. It's absolutely urgent. Oh, you haven't got money for injectors? Okay, well, get them out and change these seats. And that's what I was saying. There's a spare set in your injector kit. Don't send them back. They're for you, because in another 8 years, who knows if you can get new injectors or not. And if they're only remanufactured, I'm not saying you can't. I don't know. I haven't got a crystal ball what's going to happen. I've got a few ideas what might happen. But only those people are still listening now. And, you know, let's not talk about those ideas here and now. Let's talk about it later. I just found that other winch fair lead I was looking for. There it is right there. Anyway, I knew that was somewhere. I just saw it sitting there. I'll go put it with the other one. See, distracted, but that's okay because it's real. It's not edit here. It's not make it all fancy. It's real information. Anyway, I think I'm about done. I reckon that's about long enough, if not too long. Have a look at these seats, right? We're not going to see how they're eroded. See how it's eroded away. The hole's massive at the bottom side, 6 o'clock. See this one? Probably up around 1, 2 o'clock, top right side. Right, see this one, bottom side, 7, 8 o'clock, eroded away. We've shown this before. See this one, 9 o'clock, left side, mainly on the other side. I'd flip it over, but I'm not touching it. We've seen thousands of these. We've explained it before. Inject the information playlist. People subscribe, turn the bell on. Stop wasting your time on 24/7, that other crap, and start watching this and learn. This is what needs to be done on a Hilux. All right, what's your name? Hocko, Jocko, Mocko, whatever your name is. This is what needs to be done. Don't get the bloody exhaust and the intercooler and the Uni-Chip. And by the way, people, if you're going to make a race car, Uni-Chip's an awesome option. But I wouldn't do it with a Hilux. Maybe I will. Maybe I will do that. Anyway, how about that? How about you contact me, people, and then we'll... no, that won't work for them, will it? Because we're going to say don't do... No, this is what I'm going to say. I'm going to say to all the Hilux guys, let's use the Uni-Chip and get it tuned just like a Prado, because the Prado's got a bit more power and torque. It's much more drivable and therefore gets better economy for what it is. The Hilux can be improved, the mapping. The Toyota mapping is really good. I don't like chips. Most cases I don't like tunes, but if there's any tuners out there that bother watching this video, you need to do this stuff before you bother putting tunes on people's vehicles. People, you need to do all this sort of maintenance before, if you insist on building a race car. Make sure this stuff's done, because you know what's going to happen? You're going to invest thousands of dollars, and then bang, you're going to need 20 grand, more than you invested in that whole Hilux that they got. You know what I mean? I know what you watch. I know what you're into. I do. I know what you're into, and the rest of your family, all the young fellas, they're all into that stuff as well, right? Wrecking cars, modifications, crap you don't need. I'm here to help. You know it. So subscribe, turn the bell, and catch you on the next one. See you guys.